The More in Minutes series gives you quick hit, easy to apply tips for getting a little bit more out of SAP Concur solutions than you already have. So you can bring more control over spending, more value back to the business, and more time back in your day. In this More in Minutes video, we're going to look at how to schedule with a dynamic date filter to show how easy it is to automate reports. From our reporting page, in standard reports, click on compliance. Today we're going to be using the expense exception analysis report. And if you click on the eclipses, make sure you click on edit report. And I already have the report up and ready. So inside of the report, make sure you go to your queries. And we'll be changing the report exceptions query as well as the report entry exceptions query. So let's first do the report exceptions query. The first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be cutting out the sent for payment date, which is based off of a date range. And we're going to make this a dynamic date prompt. So if we already have it highlighted, we're going to go here to the scissors and click on that. And then we're going to go into our Concur data warehouse and we're going to click on expense reports. And we're going to be using the folder common report header filters. And we're going to be using the filter for last month based on sent for payment date. And we're going to go ahead and drag that in. Then we're going to go back into our queries, go into the report entry exception query and do the same thing. Here we have our sent for payment filter. I'm going to click on cancel, just confirm that was it. And I'm going to click on the scissors. I'm going to go back into the same thing and click on, we're back into our filters based on sent for payment date. And I'm going to do the last month based on sent for payment date and put that into our filter. The next thing we need to do is click on report and we're going to go to our prompt page. We no longer need the date range filter. So I'm going to go ahead and click on as you can see, it's highlighted. And then I'm going to click on the scissors. And I'm going to say, let's delete the entire column. And then I'm going to click on this one and click on the scissors. And I'm confirming that I'm going to be deleting that. So now we just start with the regular prompt of the options. And now I'm going to go to save as because this is a standard report that I'm modifying and I need to put this into my own folder. So it's best to put this into your my content and everybody has their names and so if you don't have one you can create one, so I will show you how to do that. So by going into my content, I'm going to click on a folder and I'm going to call this, and then so make sure I highlight it, and then this I'm going to do by call it something different so that I remember what it's for. And there we have it. So now I'm just going to go back into one more part of the report, which is the front of the report. And I need to remove on page 1, I need to remove the layout calculation. So I'm just going to highlight this and use the cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and save the report so that it's done. Okay, so now everything is saved. So now what we can do is if I go into the home page, and now we're going to schedule the report. So go back into my content, and I'm going to find my folder, which is right here. And then I'm going to click on the eclipses. And now I'm going to go to properties, and I'm going to go to the third tab called schedule, and I'm going to create a schedule. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create this to go out monthly. I like this to go out on the second day of the month. So I'm going to have this start next month on July 2nd. I don't have an end date. And the next thing I need to do is click on advanced. Okay, so that looks good. And then I'm going to go to options, and I don't want it delivered as an HTML. I prefer it to be a Excel, which is right here. And then I would like this delivered to me. So I'm going to put this send by email, and I'm going to edit those details. I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to put my email address. Okay. And I'm going to have it attached to the report. I can also put a message as well, if needed, if it was going out to other people. And I click on, so before I click on save, I can also schedule the prompts as well. But the prompts I want it to run for the whole report for the prior month. So there's nothing I need to change. And I'm going to click on save. So now I have a dynamic date prompt that's doing an automatic schedule for every month for the previous month of transactions. Thank you for watching this More Minutes video on getting started with intelligence.